Men will list off all of those things, assets, tangible things.
That's what you picked him, because he had those things.
But the prize is still the woman. So if you are the thorn bush,
I can keep creating them.
but you are not supposed to create all of them. You're supposed to pick one and make and multiply her. The 6 foot attribute has nothing to do with being a prize.
Okay.
Integrity does.
Of course. Most women, you could take a poll, they're going to tell you these are the things they look for as a physical, attractive person. And they're going to tell you the type of money they want from a guy. They always say those things first. We could play that game of it. They don't get to that last. We know that.
Yeah.
So when you run into a guy that's pure, it'll f you up like, what is it, nigga? Because y'all been getting game running off for 100 years. So
of course I want someone that makes more money than me.
I mean everything. The type of guys you like. You like the athletes, the magicians, and how has that fared for you, though? Going after those type guys.
Not good.
Let's ask a real question.
Okay.
And let's be truthful with ourselves today.
All right, Travis.
So the most of the guys you go after, do you truly feel like they out your league for real? I like the way he look. I like the way he talk.
Do you think you require that in a partner? Like to not drink, not smoke?
Of course.
Okay.
Like my partner, I can show you right now, 7 months, I haven't done nothing. We've been together for a year.
Was that her decision, or was that something
It's going to have to take place. You're not going to do that around me. You know what I'm saying? Unless you can have a drink, like if you're doing like on some cool at dinner or something, I ain't tripping a little wine, but you ain't finna be drunk around this motherfucker. You ain't finna be high around this motherfucker.
Respect
no.
that.
It's a strict program. You just like me.
Yeah.
I got to make you great because you are great. It's my job. It's my responsibility. So that's why I always say that too. Like, why does a woman get mad when a guy say I'm the one? Like, I know the prize sound crazy. It's the statement, and I get it. But if you choose a supreme being hero on this earth, and this is your man, this is your husband, don't you want him to be fucking up there and he's grabbing you, bringing him in? That's what a man's supposed to do. Like, I'm not belittling you because I'm saying I'm the mother. You got that mother. We together. Hell yeah, my man is that. What y'all talking about? You take care of me, make sure I'm good. What's the problem? Why do women get so taken back by that?
But so you started that by saying, why do women feel a way about saying that someone's the prize?
Right.
And then is that what you mean?
That's what I mean.
So you mean the man is the prize if he has like all of these attributes?
Yes, that you chose. You chose to. If you're a regular nigga, you ain't in this category. We ain't doing no regular nigga shit.
Okay.
We going
The
big.
sad part is that she's about to have some contention with that. If you have a really great guy in your life, I do believe that he's going to be the prize, because we all know to find a really exceptional guy, let's say he checks off all the boxes, he's probably most likely going to be the prize in that relationship, because we all know what usually women can offer. It can be found in multiple women. And we already know you're going to have to deal with some form of headache with all women. So I do believe if you got a guy that has great moral character, money, status, the whole nine, all attractive attributes, that dude is most likely going to be the prize.
Big dog Glenn Raw walk in the room. He's a monster. That's my motherfucking man. Everybody looking at him like, who the f?
Okay. And so you think in that situation, he is the prize,
right?
Because everybody's looking at him.
No, he got everything. Not
so
only
because
that,
he has everything.
Yeah, he looking at him. He got the money. He got the car. He's smart. He's funny. He could dress. He can fight. Everything. He got everything. That's why you chose him. You ain't gonna choose no regular person. I seen your husband. He ain't playing around. So you ain't choose no regular person.
Come on.
You chose one of the mother.
Okay, so hold on.
Right.
Because now what you're saying is you just ran through like a whole bunch of attributes of what you consider a prize to be. And I think this is where the detachment is.
Let's break it down.
Okay. So men will list off all of those things, assets, tangible things. I got money, I got a car, I got a house, I got all of these things.
And funny, smart. I said all that too. Now creative, all that.
Okay, and that's what is the prize.
Right. That's what you picked him, because he had those things.
But the prize is still the woman.
Oh my God! Please, see, that's what I don't understand, man. Granted, when you're in a relationship with two people in a relationship, if y'all both care about each other, in y'all eyes, y'all both should be the prize to each other. But we have to still deal in generalities, and he's speaking of someone who is highly exceptional. For as the guy's side, we really have to understand when guys really have a plan and they're focused and on purpose and passion, they gonna pull along as many people as possible to cross that finish line. Usually if you have a woman who's very, let's say, exceptional, it's only gonna be her most of the time. You know, and let's say the things that guys really value when it comes to beauty, most of those women have the worst traits. See, that's the thing about it. A woman still ain't gonna be fully well-rounded, because we all know women who have really good spirits, really nice, they probably gonna be lacking on the attraction side a lot of the times. So how can you have everything if you already imbalanced on that side? But let's say you have a guy who is attractive, money, status, the character. What are we still saying?
Yeah.
The man has all of these things because he is like the vessel in which contains the prize. It's like a rose, and he's like the thorn bush around her, right? You want to pick something that's going to protect you, fight off things, that is going to shelter you, that's going to uplift you, to bring you up, because you are, as the woman, like this little angelic thing, like you are the essence. Right? So you are like this little spirit, and a guy is like the knight in shining armor, and he has to go and catch you.
Right.
And then you then duplicate his DNA.
Right.
Oh my God.
So you're the prize.
But and I like that analogy. So if you said a thorn bush, right? If I'm the thorn bush, how many roses can grow from my thorn bush?
But that's the point, right? The point is so if you are the thorn bush,
I can keep creating them.
But you are not supposed to create all of them. You're supposed to pick one and multiply her.
I understand.
Right? And
who gave you those rules though? See, this is really delusion right here. And I think her name is Daily Delulu. That is a fairy tale to sit right here and say that women are just this sacred being. And I do believe, yes, women create and bring life into this world. They are meant to be, sacred beings. But in the modern world we live in, they don't operate like that. See, that's why they start getting exposed for their true nature, and we see the bad side. See, at one point, all we saw was the good side. So yes, guys did look at y'all like that. But nowadays, when we see all the things y'all doing, don't look too sacred to me.
The seed, that's the offspring.
And that's a beautiful thing. But I'm saying, as a man, that's a supreme being in all these categories, that's going to equate to about 0.1% if he has all those things, right?
So you think a man that has all those things is 0.1%?
I mean, you could put it in a calculator. It'll tell you like a guy that's over 6 foot, a guy made 6 figures, a guy got all. It has a calculator for this.
But okay, hold on, because now.
I knew this was going to be. Yeah.
Okay. Let it go.
The 6 foot attribute has nothing to do with being a prize.
Okay.
Integrity does.
Of course.
Yeah,
you got to have that.
That percentage is much higher. So now you're looking at, So,
but you have to be attracted initially, right?
But a woman can be attracted different than a man. Like, you have to visually be attracted first.
For sure.
A woman is going to read you different.
Yeah.
So she's looking for energy. Is he honest? Is he a good person? Is he a liar? Is he a man of his word? This makes him valuable.
Yeah.
The sad part is that those guys who have great moral character or whatnot, they overlook those guys because they can't bring the riz and the swagger to lift you off your feet and give you that vibe. Some guys are more awkward and weird, and they come up to you and they fumble over their words, and you automatically write them off. So you can't sit right here and say that attraction doesn't matter. The whole height thing, it's a thing for a reason, because y'all see that and get even more drawn to it. It just makes it a lot easier for the guy to get through that barrier of having to do all the extra things. It's already something right there that you just, I'm kind of stuck on it. He can mess up and he gets a pass. The weird dude who has his stuff together, great character, he ain't gonna get no pass.
Not does he have a car? Does he have?
Yeah, but all those are part of it too. You can't have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be a guy that's out here tall, goofball. You got to have. I want you to have all the high level integrity, morals.
You need emotional intelligence.
You got to have all that. You got to have that too. But I'm saying, we're going on physical attraction. Most women, you could take a poll. They're going to tell you these are the things they look for as a physical attractive person, and they're going to tell you the type of money they want from a guy. They always say those things first. We could play that game of integrity. They don't get to that last. We know that. Yeah. A real woman, you're different. So we're going to extract you out because you're a married woman, and what you're telling me, I believe you're looking for those things. Yeah. The majority of women, they're not going to say, I want a guy with morals and integrity. No, I'm going to fucking be tall, look good, have some money, guy at least makes it. They all going to say that for the most part, majority of the women.
Facts.
It ain't that many smart, intellectual women that's going to target the moral integrity. That's going to be down the line. They're going to go off that physical and its financials and all that stuff first. Then they're going to ask for that.
Yeah, I agree with you because I feel like I'm surrounded by these women.
Thank you.
So
we just did an episode on how women are part of the
you
side bitch epidemic.
I'm doing good there.
Women are her initial in the side bitch epidemic.
They're crazy. They're really bad.
Because they
have
don't choose, right?
I have conversations with women all the time, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? But then that also...
I'm saying the same thing about you just now. You just spit out that whole women the prize and, got a plan and all that. Now you saying, women are crazy or delusional. why did it take so long for us to get to that point? See, she already, maybe this is just for dialogue, but I feel like she already knew the answer to all these questions, but she wanted to see women. This is where the Delulu land come in at, because they know what's right. They know what makes sense, but then they'll still they'll spit out the fairy tale side. See, most of us don't operate like that. We have to live in reality because we don't get the fairy tale side, just being honest.
Yeah, but it makes me also feel like when now as a man, when you feel like you have all of these attributes, all you're doing is you're becoming a hyper magnet to trash.
For sure. And
So
now
it's like,
guys are dumb too, because they go over there too. The ones that are, I don't want to use no examples of niggas, because you know these NBA niggas shit like that. They f up. They ain't gonna play with it. But these niggas by having babies with them. So these are just are stupid.
Yeah.
So once again, think about me, who I got all the same attributes. These nigga and 44 still made it out there unscathed. I'm a different breed of niggas, so I ain't even in these niggas can't with me, because all you got is money, sir. That's it. Stop it. So like, that's why the morals are. I got all that too. Yeah. I got all this, so it's like it's a different level.
So, but if you have all of that,
right?
I think this is interesting, because I think the prize conversation, I've had people have, not a lot of people, but like random people like in my husband's family, they'll say things like, which one of you is the lucky one? You know, like being funny.
Of course.
And
okay, right there, I'm gonna pause. What do you say?
I say we both are.
Disrespectful.
I do.
Why not say he is? I am. That's my man. He the motherfucker. You see this mother? Look what I got. God bless y'all for having him.
Because it's both of us.
I understand.
See, even a woman who, let's say she's a sweet lady. Let's say she does have good character, but even her thought process is slightly skewed, because if she had a whole bunch of power, if she understood her power, her bigging up her man gives her even more power. But instead of doing that, you have to still come out with the politically correct answer. We're both the prize. We're both happy to have each other. For sure, I'm pretty sure you both are. But at the same time, just for face value, you can definitely lift your husband up, because he's the one that's going to have to take the real sacrificial burden of life with you. He's going to have to put himself on the line. If something was to, serious happen, he has to protect you. If he dies, he's going to be the one most likely going to die, and you're going to live the family, name out. You're going to stay alive. He ain't going to let you sacrifice yourself for him. Even within all that, you still have to say, oh, we both appreciate each other, opposed to I'm really glad I have this great guy. That's crazy.
Man, but why not big
I'm
your
always
man
gonna
up?
say
I
me.
do.
So I'm gonna tell you what I do.
I
Right?
do.
So
my
lucky
man
to
up.
have me. Are you crazy?
But my thing is this. I'm extremely lucky to have the husband that I have.
For sure.
He's extremely lucky to have me.
Most definitely.
I think the prize dynamic is the best when I look at my husband like he's the prize, and my husband looks at me like I'm the prize.
That's a beautiful thing.
I think my tit for tat in this is I want women to view their man as
The one.
yes, but men also need to view the woman like that, and that's the only way that shit is gonna work. Because at some point, somebody's gonna start feeling like egocentric,
See,
and then
that's
it's like
problem, because majority of this time, once again, you picked on probably on your level type, right? Most of these women are gonna pick a guy that's way out their fucking league and think they're on the same level. It ain't no ego going on here, baby.
No.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Unless you're in that mode of we're equal on everything.
But then that's so okay. So then here's my other. I get what you're saying,
Right.
but here's my other angle. I find it attractive if a guy has everything and just doesn't care. And
Of course.
he's able to be like, nah, she's it.
Yeah.
And he's not stressing about himself because he
Right.
knows he got everything.
That's cold, and that's a good guy. My brother is like that.
Yeah.
My best friend Slim is like that. But majority of guys that do that,
Yeah.
they just playing the game.
You don't think they? No.
Nah, they get around us. We be at the gym, man. My girl, they like, what I'm saying. She lucky to be with me. I get rid of her ass tomorrow. All these women, niggas is like that.
But see, hold on. Here's my thing with that, because the pillow talk. A guy
Right.
will talk to a girl and be like, "Girl, I would die without you. I
Yes.
can't breathe." And they go to the guys and be like, "Man, I just be talking shit," because
Yeah.
they want to look cool in front of their homeboys.
Lames.
That's what you hearing though.
That's lame.
But that's,
I'm not saying it's cool. I'm saying that's what they do. So the mixture of the game mixed
Yes.
with the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, the real shit that would discombobulate women.
yeah.
So when you run into a guy that's pure, it'll fuck you up like, what is a nigga? Because y'all been getting a game running off for 100 years.
Facts.
So when a nigga just pure and say this what it is, you like, who he think he is?
Yeah.
Maybe we all talk like this. We all think like this. 90% of us, you just getting the game ran on you.
Yep.
So when I'm keeping it pure, you know how many niggas come up to me that's married like organic? You is that nigga. I wish I could, brother. I got this family out, man, but I be watching like, man, you my spirit animal. Huh?
He is telling 100% facts. A lot of us lie in the situations that we in just so that we don't want to stir the pot up. And then girls like this be getting game ran on them for years since they was young, to where they never. You could tell this woman, it's like he's speaking foreign right now to her, because the things she's saying in her mouth, she really can't fathom and understand that. Guys usually lie to females to protect them from the reality of how guys really feel, because most of us all do think the same. You know, we're not going to say certain things because we just know how it's going to trigger a female and how it's going to probably X us out of dealing with certain females. And some guys are more average than others, so they really can't say nothing. Like you say, if you're in a certain category, or if you don't care to lose a female, you can be super honest. But just being honest, that's probably not what most guys are going to do. Most guys are going to probably hide the truth to a certain degree. You're going to care for your chick, but you definitely going to hide it to a certain degree just so you don't rattle and stir the pot up too much. Just being honest.
This is real.
Wait, I wish I could. What are these married people saying?
Because they wish they could be free. They can say what they want.
Hush up.
They can say, you know what I'm saying? I know, right?
They be in
So
the
like,
locker
it's
room
all the
chatting.
time. Like, it's that locker room. So I am the locker room guy. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by older guys and real players and shit. So I was trained since 7th, 8th grade all the way up. I was raised by some real deal player type. You know what I'm saying? So I always had that game and understanding women, you know, from the get-go. And I always had the advantage. To me, a woman must like you more. You must have the advantage. That's how I was trained. You know, no matter how beautiful she is, how smart she is, she must look at you like, that's how I was trained. But that's why I work hard to make sure she has a reason to.
So you think a relationship works better if the woman likes the man more?
Yes, if you're capable of that. Most of these guys don't have the attributes to look at like that or have a woman.
What do you think?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it can work that way at all.
I don't think it can either.
See?
Because women, there's.
I think women love women. It's easier for a woman to, like, if a woman likes a man, let's say 60%,
Right.
and he loves her 100% or 90%, right?
Equates equal. It
It will
breaks
be
even.
equal because she pours so much into
And there
him.
you go. She can leave that nigga up. See,
She wouldn't. She wouldn't though.
They do.
Oh, she
though.
would.
No.
That why nigga be burnt out, but man, the girl
No,
that
no,
left me, man, took the
No,
kid.
it's because he did some bullshit.
Right.
No, if you don't really like him like that. That's the thing about it. If he likes you and he's trying to keep you there, there's nothing for you to stay outside of him constantly trying to make you stay. You have to want to be there without him having to do the most, because you appreciate his character, his vibe, his energy, his moral compass. You appreciate all that. But if I'm trying to literally buy your love, do everything, jump through hoops and hurdles to make sure you stay there, keep my money on point, and that's the only reason why you're there, that's going to be problematic. And women will leave, and they usually leave immediately once things stop.
Guaranteed.
A guy gonna do some anyway.
No.
See, that's what we got to understand.
So that's what you're equating for?
Yeah.
Oh,
A guy's
Lord.
gonna do some bullshit.
Oh, he's not.
Shit. I mean, if you lucky, God bless you, but majority.
But
we
that's why
gotta
y'all
go off
have
the
to like us
majority.
more, because
Yeah.
you take the consideration is different when you guys
Yeah.
care about
When
us
you
more.
like me more, you're gonna accept and you're gonna work with me.
That is true.
No.
That's,
You hear me?
That sounds like
That is
struggle
true.
love. Don't nobody want no
Yeah.
struggle
Yeah.
love?
It depends on the.
No,
on the
no,
woman.
That's what y'all
I don't
like.
think-
That struggle love. Like,
Yeah, that's not a
you
healthy-
really gonna be here no
Hell
matter what
yeah.
I put you through.
I got to have that.
Oh, no.
I'm a Jason
you
Voorhees
inflicting
nigga.
Oh, my
trauma
God,
on people.
yes.
But I'm a heal it too though. And you gonna heal me. We gonna help each other. I got my own traumas. You gotta help me with this
I'm
understanding.
going to cause the scar, but I'll put Neosporin on
I
it.
ain't gonna be there.
This man
Like,
really.
what?
But I got you though.
No,
Ride with me.
no.
Thick and thin, jumping off the motherfucking mountain. Come on. But most of the guys don't, because this is the highest level how to move as a man. So
Okay.
what I talk about, most of these guys can never get this, because you got to know this from the beginning. You can't get money and get cool and get some steroids, and now you're trying to get women and be the advantage. You don't know how to operate in this field.
That is true.
So this is for the highest of the high, who been cool in the middle school, high school, grew up, got money, grinded, believed themselves, and then got it. This is the highest of the high individuals that can move in the space of a girl to like him more than like her. This ain't for the average Joe. You can't even maintain.
No, for sure. That's why I think majority of dudes, it's gonna just be enough just to be able to get the one girl, stay with her if you find a good girl. But when it comes down to really understanding and navigating through a large majority of women, this is gonna be set for a certain type of guy who actually knows how to deal with that. Because if you're not used to dealing, that's why I tell a lot of my friends, like, they don't know when to start like courting and dealing with women. You really just got to be a social butterfly, and you just got to talk to everybody. You got to understand how to talk to people, because if you can understand how to talk to women, you can talk to men. And once you be able to talk to men, you can talk on a business level. And outside of that, then you can gather up females and men to actually listen and follow you. You don't have to worry about all of the rejection or worrying about people not wanting to listen to you. You won't be able to be a good leader. It boils down to how adequate you are, how consistent you are with some of the small things. It's not about just you can get the money and you're going to get the status and the fame. No, you have to be consistent on all levels to make yourself well-rounded.
I also want you to get back to whatever little hint you was gonna give about that men are gonna do bull regardless, and you're saying what was
I
that
mean, that's just part of it. Especially once again, it always because the type of guys you like the athletes, the magicians, and the top of the top.
The magicians is crazy.
Yeah, magician is a legend. You know, you get a good magician. David Blaine, a player. He had all type of Heidi Klums.
I'm trying to
Let's imagine a cold black nigga magician. That nigga be number one. You hear me? But all niggas magician anyway. Tell you the truth. But I'm saying like if you're going after these type guys. If you gotta break that dude down just to be with you and treat you right, you know what you gotta go through to get that? And
but that's the point.
I'm not going through it.
Yeah.
And see? Tell her.
No, that's not. You
I'm
don't
not
want
doing that. I'm about to be wrinkly
but
and
she's
stressed
been doing it.
No, yeah.
See?
Jarvis, shut
doing it.
All the rest of these other women,
Jarvis,
trying to chase.
Jarvis, not too much on me. Relax.
Okay, then.
Not too much.
Me, I'm over here like
Not too much.
They out here trying to chase the motherfucking T-Rex.
Yeah,
They're trying to take
You know,
him
it's crazy. I think me and Organic got damn near the same name. Like both our names is like Jarvis, which is crazy.
down.
No.
When he just said, man, what?
Because
So if
I'm
you're
an
gonna
eagle
do that-
too.
Okay.
I'm an eagle too. It
Yeah,
makes
but
sense.
see, but this is all inflated
Symmetrical.
ego, right? It's like
Yeah.
my ego is up here, and to
Yeah.
validate my ego, I need to get a
I
certain
just
type
need
of
an
individual.
equal. I want to
Right.
be equally yoked.
See where she's
I'm
going
not
with
saying
it?
he's
You
going
don't-
to do music.
you don't
or
want
that I'm
equal.
gonna find him in a field. I'm just saying.
Let's ask a real question.
Okay.
And let's be truthful with ourselves today.
All right, Jarvis.
So the most of the guys you go after, do you truly feel like they out your league for real? Not how you
Out my
perk. I'm
league
talking
in
about
what sense?
like they got all this money, all this fame, all this status, all this top.
Of course, I want someone that makes more money than me.
I mean everything. Like they're like a specimen on
But
earth.
my emotional intellect and where my spirit is at is always overriding theirs.
Okay, I understand that, but I'm saying like, okay, how has it fared for you though? Going after those type guys.
Not good.
How has it failed?
Fared.
Fared?
Yeah, how has it worked out for you yet?
I mean, I'll be very honest. I go towards avoidant types. That's like my biggest issue at the moment.
And most of those
You're broken. You got trauma.
type
There's
guys are.
three levels of men. There's a man trying to figure it out and don't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a man that is figuring it out and trying to figure out how to maintain it. And then there's a man that's trying to figure out how to multiply what he already made.
So which one you going for?
I usually end up with the bottom or the in-between.
The in between is the best one.
Yeah, I'll take
Right.
the in-between, but
So you ain't going for the top one.
I haven't, no.
Since when?
I want to grow with someone.
Ah, he said since
when?
Oh,
We understand now because you didn't trial tribulation before that. Since when?
Oh,
It's been for a while.
A year?
Yeah, I say a year.
Okay, see what I'm saying?
tried it.
You 30 now?
Yeah.
Thank you. So like,
ooh.
you supposed to been doing that in your 20s after the middle guy.
I was
You'd have been
married
good.
though. I didn't have.
You was married for how long?
I was married for 10
And
months.
you
I
was
was,
with him for 6 years?
yes,
Okay then. And how long ago was that?
6 years ago.
You still was in your 20s.
Yes, but then I decided that I didn't discover everything I need. I was focused on me. I moved to Mexico. I moved to Colombia. I did all this stuff for me. And I was trying to figure out how I could be the most elite version of myself
Ain't nothing wrong
so
with that.
I could make sense to somebody else.
So you went
and
to
that's what I
You
focused
started
on.
messing with those top guys. You was having fun. They was, of course, they're gonna be very appealing. So you was
Yeah.
having fun with that.
But
now,
I understand that trust level. Like, I could never really build trust with them. And it's
Right.
like, I'm not about to beg you to trust me.
Right.
I'm not about to fix somebody's damage that they did to you. But I
Right.
understand why you are the way that you are. But I can only have so much understanding.
Most definitely. And more of those type of guys that's in that middle rank is gonna appreciate what you bring.
That's where I be
and
fixated
so
at.
I get you're on that now, and that's a beautiful thing. So most women should be on that from the beginning. They're
Yeah.
The middle
going.
level.
They're the ones out
Yeah.
here bad bitches. I need to. Okay, we're gonna see you. You know what I'm saying later on. Has it fared for you? It sounds so beautiful, right? Guy gotta have this or I'm not. When have you gonna finish the game? When you gonna get that type of guy to settle down with you? Because unless you're gonna want to have all these girls, you want them to be just with you, faithful and all that. When is it gonna work? It hasn't worked for you yet.
But who's to say that you judging somebody's timing on like when something works for them, like by an age?
Yes, because depending on when you are in the picture is going to be incumbent upon how I treat you possibly. If you was with me from the beginning, you will get different treatment than if I meet you when I'm already rolling up the ladder or to when I'm already at the tippy top of the ladder. It's just, it is what it is, because now I don't know what your true character is. You worrying about me trying to be for you. How do I know if you're for me? So you can see women, she's saying all this, but of course women do appreciate a guy who's at the finish line at the same time. But the downside to that is they don't know how to actually control or tame the guy at the finish line, because you can't probably. Because he's already built himself up, he's already created a lifestyle for himself, and now you just jumping into it. But with the build situation, that would more secure your spot, but guess what? A lot of them don't like the guy who building. You can't choose what you want.
That's like saying like, oh, if a woman isn't married by 25, there ain't no hope for her. Like,
I ain't saying no hope, but it gets drastic.
Okay,
it gets scarier and scarier.
Drastic when you get older,
especially with women, because
didn't they do a new study now that women are actually dating guys, like 40-year-old women are now dating men under 35?
Probably did.
Like it just came out, yeah.
But are they marrying though? They could date them, they could fuck them.
No, they're feeling like guys that are over 35 now are like, they're just not as emotionally intelligent as the younger generation is, because the younger generation is now becoming like,
oh my God,
I don't know, everybody's
spirituality,
they're not
emotional
drinking,
awakening.
Not smoking. They're doing a lot. Like
so all these older women are really not even feeling it. Like everybody in their age group that technically would be, or who they should be, right? Marrying. They're like, I want the 25-year-old because I can have a conversation with him.
But guys been doing that since the beginning of time, going down to 20s. We've been doing that shit. Right, they never was going out them old hoes anyway, so they could do it. It might be better for them. But are those young guys going to take them serious and marry them? We're going to see.
I don't think the women want to get married. That'd
be dope, though. See, if women change that demographic and take that out of their system, I get it.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good game for them.
I think I'm all set.
If you truly in your heart as a woman can live with that, just have fun and all that. Because some women do, but majority of them say that because they had to give up the game and playing it off now.
No, so
looking
many.
Like Lisa Ray and goddamn, what's that Vivica Fox? His jig is up. He tried.
Yeah. No, so many women don't like want to be married, because if you really think about, I mean, even think about all the things that you listed off as what a man want from a wife, right? Yeah. Women don't want to sign up to be a labor horse. They're like, I'm tired, bro. I'm working. I'm doing my own shit. So they
personal slave.
Yeah.
Facts. That would, especially you got a guy with the bread on, so you don't want his personal slave. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. So now women are kind of like, I'm just trying to have a good time.
Right.
If you try to have a good time, I'm trying to have a good time.
They're the ones I love this. I get it. That's all party.
I'm gonna leave it right here, but yeah, Organic is gonna have fun with the women who don't want to get married. Look what he said. Let's party. He want to have a good time, but the woman was trying to say like a labor horse or something like that, or like a slave. Here's the thing about it. If you get a guy with money and he really likes you, he's not going to treat you like a slave. I don't understand that doggone terminology, because you probably ain't going to be cooking. You probably not going to be cleaning like that because he has money. You're probably going to have maids. He probably going to treat you like a goddamn trophy. You probably will be a trophy wife. He just wants you to do all the other things, which is probably going to be listen to him, be kind, be feminine, and probably be freaky when it's time to get freaky, you know? But when it comes down to all the women don't want to be wives, that's going to be cope because of the reality that they missed the window possibly. You know, that is a real thing. Sometimes women do miss the window, and it only gets harder to marry and date because you've been out the game for so long, you done been through so much trauma. And then trying to hop into it with a new guy, you don't know what you might get. It is what it is. We got some crazies out there, and some people who out there in the market, they've been re-engineered to not be built for a long-term relationship as well. So now you're just in situation land, you know. But I want to jump back to when they were talking about men and women being the prize. Like, this is what it's gonna boil down to. You find you somebody good in your life, y'all gonna look at each other as the prize if you really care and appreciate about that person. But we know women are gonna have their ways. That's what it comes down with dealing with women. Guys are gonna have their ways. Not saying both parties can think outside that box, which is what that sign back there says. You have to think outside the box. Just as much as one might say a man might cheat or guys might mess up, it's a possibility. Is it gonna happen? That's not the case all the time. You have guys who don't want to cheat on their girls. You have girls who are more intelligent with money and who not gonna offer a headache, the whole nine. So it's always duality in relationships. You're always gonna be able to see both sides and spectrums to it. Both people are gonna have to put up and deal with things. I think that's the first thing people need to understand. You're going to have to deal with things on the guy side. You're going to have to deal with things on the female side. Women, you probably will. The thing about it, you don't need to expect your guy to do certain things, but just be aware of how a guy's nature is. Control the things that you can do that doesn't trigger certain things. Vice versa, us as guys. We know the nature of some females, and then we can kind of do things to just try and control and have our own structure set up to where we have boundaries to where we don't have to overly deal with some of the headaches that some guys deal with that are constantly focused on y'all. I feel like if a guy is really busy and focused on his purpose and passion, certain things that y'all do won't even really bother and affect us on an emotional level. You feel me? But of course, if you have one in your life like that, you probably need to get her out of it, just being honest, especially if you hook, line, and sinker for everything. It's going to be trade-offs for everything. But I think Organic was spitting, man. At first, he was kind of being agreeant with both of the ladies, but after a while, he had to put the pressure on the brown skin chick to let her know, like, no, you preaching one thing, but your lifestyle said another thing. Your past is now bringing itself to be true as to why you're not getting the type of dating situation you want. And I think as long as people could be honest, be transparent at the things that they have done in their past, and you got to be aware of who you are too. Some of these people ain't built for these high level individuals. And it's like, it's all reality. It is what it is, man. I know people like to say like, oh man, no, people should be like this, people should be like that. If you in certain categories of life, you probably gonna think and move a little bit different. If you're not comfortable being around that, you probably don't need to be around those type of people. You need to reground yourself, get around a different type of group of people. I'm gonna have this link in the description. Y'all make sure y'all watch it in its entirety. Definitely rock with MrOrganik. I think we got the same name, man. My name is like, I go by Jay, but it's actually Janarvis. But his name is Jarvis, so the comparison pretty goddamn smooth. Make sure y'all like the video, comment below. This is JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all, peace.